and welcome back to the channel. We have just received information inadvertently on the new set of Pokemon TCG Pocket, and this set is called High Class Pack EX. Yes, there is a trailer-ish, so maybe I'll just pull it up in the background so you can watch, but let's discuss these cards. I should have the trailer playing up in the background. There's no sound because, I mean, you don't really need the sound. But there you go. You can see all the promos, or not the promos, the EX cards there. And I believe we're gonna, oh, see, there's Pikachu EX. There's, yeah, look how happy they are. Pumped up. Look at all those. Those are pretty sick right there. I'll show them all in just a second. But yeah, that's the trailer. Now that trailer was accidentally maybe released by the on X by the official Japanese Pokemon TCG Pocket account. It has since been taken down. But yeah, this new set is, like I mentioned, High Class Pack EX A4B. So it's the fourth set, subset B, and it is essentially a reprint set, essentially a celebration set, right? We're celebrating a good amount of the EX cards that we had since the beginning, right? Since launch, we're looking at all these EX cards with a few reprints, a few new illustrative rares and full arts and that sort of thing. It is scheduled to be released September 30th, and it is only going to be released for a month. So October 30 is the last time you can collect this set. So it's really good for potential new players, you're trying to get into the game. It's really good for those of us that are maybe free to play and haven't gotten maybe play sets of all the EX mons. I'm guilty of that, right? I don't have a play set of Alolan Dugtrio or like Kingdra or something like that. So it'll be good to get play sets of those. And it also shows love to some of the EX mons that aren't really meta. What I am curious, since they are coming out with new illustrative rares and that sort of thing, is which cards are going to get new artwork, because we have to admit the artwork, it's going to be amazing. They have some really incredible artwork. I'll show some of them in just a second, but which cards are going to get new like redesigns, and then which cards are going to get maybe an immersive rare or a crown rare, if there is going to be any. Since it is a reprint set, I seriously doubt there's going to be a lot of cards in the set. I would doubt there's 69 or 71. I'm going to think there's closer to like 30, 32 maybe. In each pack, you're only going to get 4 cards, but you are guaranteed a 4 diamond card. Essentially, that's like an EX Pokemon, not the full art or anything, just your typical EX Pokemon is kind of like the 4 diamond card. But you could also possibly get some of these beauties right here. Some of these beauties right here. Okay, so here's the awesome new artworks, at least 4 of them that we know of. Professor's Research. Look at that. That's so cool. Here, I'll zoom in just a touch. Professor's Research. Greninja, holy smokes, that might be one of my new favorite artworks. Incredible. Pikachu right here, and look at this. Look, it's like a Pokeball. That was gonna look sick. Gardevoir right over here, and then you can see your typical Moltres Executor at the very end. So guaranteed, we're gonna at least have 4 new artworks. I'm gonna think there's even more, maybe double that, get to 10 potentially. That would be pretty cool, I think. But the other cards that are going to be released in the set are some pretty popular ones. We saw Greninja, so if you're not aware of Greninja's popularity, then you haven't been playing for very long. But like Giratina is one of the best cards in the set. Eevee EX, maybe not one of the best cards in the set, but you need it for all the evolutions and that sort of thing, so it's a really great card. Pachirisu, which isn't the best, same thing with Lucario, and at the very end here, there's Ho-Oh and stuff, so a chance to get play sets, a chance to fill up your collection. There's Stokesard right there, and there's the Pikachu EX right here. This is from the Genetic Apex ability, because you can see it only does 30. It's not the 150. So that's the genetic apex version of Pikachu. Anyway, those are essentially all the cards that we know of as of right now. What we don't know is there a possibility that they're going to sneak in some new cards, some new EXs that we all want? Tyranitar EX, the starters for Alligator, Meganium, right? All the do they get EXs? Scizor EX, it's possible they could sneak them in. Likely, I doubt it. I don't think it's likely, but it's possible. But there's also some other implications that come along with a set like this. Since it's only a 4-card pack, is it going to cost the same amount of hourglasses to open up? Which I would actually recommend you don't use hourglasses on this set unless you're really missing a lot of these EXs. Save it for the B set, right? So all of these are A1A, A1B, A2A, that sort of thing. This is going to be B1. Save it for that, because there's a really good chance that that's going to be the mega set. But yeah, are they going to cost less hourglasses? What implications does that have on the set list? So if you get Pikachu, does that also count towards your genetic apex counter? I doubt it, again, because it's a whole new set. Like when you open up Pokemon 151, the actual set, even if you get like a Blastoise card, it's not the same thing as getting a base set Blastoise or something. It's different. So I doubt that's going to happen. Is it possible that they cost less hourglasses, right? Again, I doubt it, but there's a possibility that they cost less because there's less cards in the set. You do get more shine dust, and that's a positive, because then if you have multiple accounts, you could use that shine dust to trade the missing cards to yourself instead of trying to open up packs and pull them. And I think this does essentially guarantee that megas are coming out next big set, right? The B. But what does this mean with the meta, this upcoming meta? If it is what I think it is, that means the meta isn't going to change. It's going to be exactly the same, which is awful, because we're just going to get more Suicune Greninja for another season. It's going to be awful. So I'm hoping that's why they do release some new cards, not a ton, but some newer cards, just to get the meta a little bit new, a little bit fresh, because I can't stand another meta that is overrun with Suicune Greninja. And I mean, I would still push, but like just push to Master Ball 1400, 1450 or whatever the heck it is, and then just stop. Does this also mean that they might be rotating out older cards for the new set? Probably not again, but it would allow for a reset in the meta. And if the megas aren't good, does that mean we're going to have another meta with Suicune Greninja or Dark Teeny, because that's still really prevalent and that sort of thing? So there's a lot of implications for the future of Pokemon TCG Pocket. It's still exciting, especially if you're a collector. You're going to have a really great time opening up these packs, getting the new illustrations and artworks and all that stuff. So it'll be fun. But for those of you, or for those of us that, like playing the meta, like doing ranked and all that stuff, it's probably going to be a letdown. I would love to know your thoughts. Are you excited for the new set? I would assume that an actual full trailer is going to be released here in a few days, because the one that I was showing in the background, it just seemed like a little, quick a little ditty, a little ad that obviously didn't have a lot of information on it. So hopefully we'll get another trailer with more information, more cards that are going to be released. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Are you excited, not excited, happy, angry, sad? How's your day been going? Feel free to ask and answer. But yeah, thanks for all the support. Really do appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.